Hi guys, good evening. Welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host Eddie, and in tonight's video I'm very happy to be doing my episode reviews once again for our favorite spin-off series, Fear the Walking Dead, which returned earlier tonight on AMC. It was a big two-part, 2-hour premiere, and it was something else. It had me going there for a while. It was very, very promising stuff. So before I get into all of that, of course, please be warned that this video review will be full of big spoilers regarding these 2 episodes. So if you're not caught up on the mid-season premiere, or if you're behind by 2 episodes from the first half of season 3, do not keep watching or listening, as I will be going into spoilers. So, you have been warned. That being said, man, it does not take any time at all for shit to fall apart in the apocalypse. I mean, I get what they're trying to do, and it makes sense. Rather than go to war with each other, why not combine forces to pool your resources and bring all your people together? So the nation has now moved in on the ranch. Jeremiah is dead, but there's this very, very tense, very uneasy truce between the people of the ranch and the nation. You know, we already saw that when Troy wasn't going to have any of it. He was acting like a douchebag this whole episode. They kicked him out, but he'll be back, obviously. I was thinking for a while there that he they might have pulled a shocker on us, and maybe they were going to kill him in this episode, but not quite yet. Maybe towards the end of the season he'll return with a nasty wrath of vengeance to rain down upon everybody with. But unfortunately, a lot of his fellow ranchers, we should say, feel the same way. Like, the militia wants to fight back. People are very prejudiced and untrustworthy towards the people of the nation. The nation doesn't trust the white people. You know, it was a very tense 2 episodes, because it was very interesting too, because we saw 2 enormous groups of people on opposing sides trying to live together and trying to make it work, and it was just so damn difficult. And now, to amp up the stakes, they've got 6 weeks worth of water left. And now, of course, that gave Madison and Walker the perfect excuse to go out on their own little adventure, try to find some water. She's reunited with Strand. That was an awesome moment. I love the scenes that they had together in these 2 episodes. I love that we got our fix of Victor Strand tonight. I was also happy to see Daniel return as well, you know, trying to be like the second in command to Lola at the dam. But now, of course, his old allies are going to be seeing him real soon, because now that Madison saved Victor, you know, now they can go back and be like, Daniel, what's up, man? Can we have some water? I also really enjoyed seeing this post-apocalyptic marketplace, the bazaar. Of course, you know, it had a damn cover fee to enter, and, you know, they don't even, you know, obviously cash is useless at this point, so it's like whatever you have on you, that's what you pay for to get in. And and then I thought to myself, that's kind of a crappy setup. What if the thing you used to pay to get your way in is the thing you were hoping to trade for on the marketplace, in the open market? And then this place also reminded me a lot of the Sanctuary, the headquarters of Negan and the Saviors on The Walking Dead, because they had those poor bastards out there on chains, chained up to the ground, fighting off the dead. And that is what Victor would have been doing if Madison hadn't paid off his debt. And of course, why isn't it surprising that Victor Strand would find himself in trouble with the wrong people trying to pull a quick one over on them? But at least he's reunited with Madison, and that's what matters. Oh man, he had some great lines tonight. You know, I love that explanation we got into his backstory, where he revealed to Madison, my mother named me Victor because she knew I was always going to be a winner. And that makes so much sense with his personality. That is exactly who he is. His confidence, his poise. And if he grew up hearing that on a regular basis from his mother, oh, I named you Victor because I knew you'd always win, then you're going to turn out a pretty confident, poised, suave guy, and that's exactly what Victor is. Oh, man, I loved that. That cracked me up so much. And, I didn't like seeing him chained at the ankle. I was like, oh crap, how is he going to get out of this one? And then I realized, oh, well, Madison can come by and break the chain off and set him free. But instead, no, she just got him out the other way, paid off his debt, and she did spend all of Walker's gold, and I would be mad as hell too. And I get where Walker's coming from, where he's always thinking about his people and what's best for them, but I can also see him running out of patience. And the situation at the ranch, it's almost like it's a volcano waiting to erupt, to go off, because they've already had a few outbursts where they fought at the well, they struggled and had some standoff moments with each other, and I feel like it's only going to get worse from here on out for the people at the ranch, for the people, the ranch occupants, and then the nation as well. Because if they don't kill each other, they're going to die of thirst, or they're going to die of something else. It was really, this was such a big premiere, this two-parter episode. I really enjoyed it. It had some excellent character conflict moments in it, and it had some awesome dialogue between characters, and it showed us and reminded us where everybody is at and what they're doing and how they're struggling to survive in their own separate ways. I like how Nick is kind of playing along with the whole being the hero that the militia thinks he is when standing up to the Indians. And he's like, well, that's not who I am, but I'm going to play along with this so that they'll listen to me. And that's a smart tactic. That's very, very wise tactic. Nick is awfully sharp, but so is Alicia. She immediately knew that they killed Jeremiah when she said her mother announced it or declared it as a suicide. She instantly knew what really happened. So not only is she smart, but she's incredibly observant, and she's very sharp. These two are, Madison should be proud of how sharp and smart her kids are. Well, for the most part. But, and there was this episode, speaking of character moments in tonight's episode, there was this moment where it was kind of heartbreaking, but it was also really beautiful, in my opinion. It's when they escape the two men who were beating up Strand, Madison, Strand, and Walker. They go to his little bunker thing, and there's this moment where she's sitting next to him, and she's basically filling him in on what's been going on with them since they last saw each other. And there's this moment where he looks at her and asks her something about finding Nick or something like that, and she looks at him kind of like this, like, I found Nick. And then the way she looks at him, and then the look of realization on his face, because it goes from, it's like she doesn't even have to say it. She doesn't even have to say, oh, by the way, Travis is dead. He could tell instantly by looking at her and the way she said it that Travis had died. And he instantly picked up on that, and then he held her for a few moments, and he, said how sorry he was. And I think he genuinely liked and respected Travis. There wasn't a whole lot of bad blood between them. Strand had his problems with Daniel more than anybody, and maybe he has some rough moments with Madison, but they're both okay now. But for the most part, I think he liked and got along with Travis, which is probably why he felt so bad for Madison. But I just felt like it was this beautiful moment, this unspoken moment of this bond where she doesn't even have to physically say Travis died. He can just look at her and tell and know what happened, or know what she's about to tell him. And I just thought it was so well done, and just so well acted and written and whatnot. I just thought it was this incredibly beautiful moment. And then there was another moment later that was really surprising. So the final scene is we see the militia sneaking up on the main hut that some of the nation warriors, including Ophelia, are holed up in, and they're ready to attack. And then one of them notices Alicia is digging with a couple of women and kids from the nation. They're digging this hole for a new well, or trying to find water. And so Nick, decides to like, screw this, and he gives his gun to the guy. He goes over to join them. And then Ophelia and the nation members see this. They lower their weapons. And the final scene is the nation and the ranchers all coming together, standing down from this tense standoff, and all joining together to help dig for more water. And that also was a beautiful moment, because these two episodes was full of unbelievable tension between these two groups of people who do not like each other, and then they found a common middle ground, which is they need water if they're going to survive. So I am really, really excited for what the second half of this season holds for this show, because now the stakes are higher than ever. They've got to find water. They've got to find a way to live together. And now they're about to be reunited with Daniel at the dam. I mean, this is exciting. This may be the best. You know what? I absolutely loved season 1, but this might be as good as season 1 in my opinion. I am really enjoying it, and I hope you guys are too. So what did you think of the 2-part mid-season premiere earlier tonight? Did you like it, love it, hate it? Please leave your thoughts, opinions, and your feedback down below in the comments section. I'd love to hear from everybody. You guys have been awesome lately with leaving such excellent, insightful, wonderful, funny input in comments. Please keep that up. I'd love to hear from everybody. Reach out if you have something to say. You can disagree with one another, of course, but please keep it civil and be respectful of one another's beliefs. Thanks for watching. Fear the Walking Dead is back with new episodes airing Sunday nights on AMC. Don't miss it. It's going to be exciting. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the EdWord for more episode review videos like this one, and check out my Facebook page in the link down below. Have a great rest of the night, everybody, and of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.